A single YouTube video generated $11,000 in 7 days for one of my clients. Not from ad revenue, not from sponsorships, but from qualified viewers who booked a call and paid for his high-ticket services. And the crazy part is that the video is only on about 1,900 views. And I know what you might be thinking. There's no way that a video under 2,000 views is generating 5 figures. And that kind of thought process is the reason why a lot of business owners struggle. Most people are focused on view counts when they should be focused on attracting the right people and the right types of viewers for your offer. So the client's name is Stedman Waiters, and in this video I'm going to break down the exact video that we created, and I'm going to break down the elements of that video that made it successful so that you can literally just steal it and apply it to your own YouTube videos right now. That way you can start generating leads and booking calls and closing clients from your YouTube videos, even if you're just getting started with YouTube. So who am I though? My name is Daniel Robbins. I run a YouTube content agency for business owners. We've generated multi-six figures for our clients, and this case study is significant because it shows that you don't need a lot of subscribers to actually generate leads and close deals from YouTube. So let's jump in. Okay, so who is Stedman and what is his market? So basically, Stedman teaches people how to become loan brokers and essentially start a funding company for other businesses. So his ideal clients are aspiring entrepreneurs who are looking to start funding businesses, right? Either people who have been doing something like credit repair like beforehand, or they are, just looking for a business model to start that they can actually start making money with online, right? So when your audience has money and a specific problem they need solved, the reality is you don't need millions of views, right? You need right views from the right people. And most YouTube advice is designed for entertainment channels where it's about making money through ad revenue, and that's not what we're after here. Business channels make money through high ticket services. It's a completely different game and a completely different strategy. So let's break down the actual numbers that Stedman's getting, and this is going to completely change the way you think about YouTube success. So Stedman, as I said, he has a small subscriber base. Let's pull up his channel right here. He has 1,800 subscribers, which is not a lot in the grand scheme of YouTube. However, when you think about it as, buying potential, 1,800 people is a lot of potential people you can buy your offer. So here's the real math. Stedman charges $5,000 for his academy. This is a high-ticket coaching program. So what people pay to get access to. And from one strategic video, we generated $11,000 in collected revenue. So I think there were 3 deals done here, or he upped his price to $5,500 without me knowing. But this is essentially the cash collected so far. And this was all in the span of 1 week. So, this means that multiple clients enrolled from this single piece of content, and this isn't, some promised revenue. This is actual cash collected. And in case, you want some proof of this, let's break it down. This is our tracking software. Now you'll see a screenshot on screen. I'm not going to show his full dashboard because, this is his client dashboard. I don't want to show everything, but what I will show is an on-screen screenshot of the 7 days where we collected this revenue. Now, what this software actually does is it allows us to track the links of every single video that we upload to YouTube. So these numbers that I'm talking about are not just theory. They aren't just what we think he's getting from YouTube. These are actual revenue that we can attribute to these videos, right? So next, and this is probably something that you came for, is the content strategy that we used and the strategic positioning that allowed us to get these deals closed. So as I said, we identified his target audience, and then we started creating content that they would search for. And this means that there's a demand for it, but there aren't really videos around this. So topics like how to become a business loan broker, business funding models, how to start a funding company. So these are topics, as I said, that people are actively researching, and we were able to see that using SEO tools. And this is something that a lot of people don't do. They don't really research their niche properly. So we go into SEO tools, we see keywords that have high search volume and low competition, and then we create videos around those topics, solving that problem, right? And this is the strategy that we implemented for him, and this is the actual video that converted. Because, at this point you might be wondering, okay, you said from one video, how does that work? So what we did is we created a comprehensive free course that basically sold the viewer, right? And this is what we call YouTube VSL, and VSL obviously being video sales letter. So this was not just a basic overview video. This was a comprehensive training that shows exactly how to start a funding business from scratch. And this video was about an hour long. By the way, if you're watching this and you're thinking, yo, I need some help implementing this YouTube content system, and you don't want to, manage all of this yourself, you want someone who's going to figure out the topics as well as handle the whole strategy, scripting, ideation, the whole thing, you can click the first link in the description to book a call with me to show you the video on his channel. Basically, we tried to drive as much traffic to this video as possible. So we've got it on the homepage. This video is 1 hour and 7 minutes. The title is How to Start a Funding Business in 2025, free course, right? And here's a few of the strategies we implemented on this channel to be able to, get this result. Basically, we directed traffic from every single other video to this video. And in terms of the SEO stuff, like I mentioned, Stedman is now, ranking on YouTube for this term. And when people search up how to start a funding business, they run into him, and he's one of the first people that you see. So, if we search start funding business 2025, let's see what pops up. The first video that pops up is Stedman Waiters. So, if I search the same thing, how to start a funding business, this first video would come up, right? So anyone that's interested in starting this business model, this is going to be the first video that pops up. And this is how we are driving traffic. This is one of the ways. And here's the psychology behind it, right? When someone searches for, business funding education because they want to start a funding business, they're not just browsing, they have a specific goal that they want to achieve. They find Stedman's video, they watch him walk through the entire business model, showcasing how he's an expert, and they realize that he is someone that they can actually trust. So, as I said, this one video has generated multiple qualified clients because it intercepts ideal clients at the exact moment they're looking for solutions. So it's not random traffic from people who might be interested someday. It's targeted traffic from people who are already in research mode and close to a buying decision. And that is the benefit of YouTube SEO. So the content framework. Next, I want to break down Stedman's content framework because this is where most people completely mess up. Because Stedman doesn't post random content hoping something sticks. Every single video serves specific purposes in his sales funnel. So let me break down each type of content. So first we have how-to videos, action-based educational training. And these videos attract people actively looking for solutions right now. And this works because when someone searches these types of things like how to start a funding business, how to do XYZ, they're not just curious, they're trying to actually do the thing, right? They're on execution mode. These are the highest intent prospects, as I said. So a couple of how-to videos we have here is obviously the full course was a how to start a funding company. Then we have how to get unlimited business funding leads for free. That's how to get leads. Then we have how to actually sign your first client. Next, we have deep educational content. And this is, as I said, the video that converted. And this is the full course video because this video positions him as an expert, right, above everyone else. And lastly, we have the social proof content, which is the client interviews. And this is something that most people miss, right? They maybe have these other two videos, but they just don't put enough prioritization into putting out social proof content. And this is case studies or client interviews. And here's the thing that most people miss. Stedman's best performing video and the one that, led to the conversion is not the most entertaining one, it's the most useful one. So we literally did no video editing after the intro. We included some animations to hook the viewer in, but in the body, there's literally no animations. It's literally just a screen share presentation, but it's super valuable. And the conversion system. So strategic CTA placement. Every video has a strategic call to action around the 33% mark when engagement is still high. We don't wait until the end of the video when 80% of the viewers have already left. And this is basic psychology, right? You want to make your ask when people are most engaged, not when they're ready to click away. So that's exactly how Stedman Waiters made $11,000 in 7 days from one YouTube video. And you can literally take the elements from this video and copy them and apply them to your channel right away. But here's the reality most business owners struggle with. They don't know which topics actually convert into clients. They don't know how to write hooks that qualify their audience. They don't know how to structure their videos in the correct way. And most importantly, they don't have the time to do this themselves or figure out how to do it while running their business. And that's exactly why I created YouTube to Clients, which is our done-for-you YouTube content system. We handle everything, the strategy, the ideas, the scripts, the thumbnails, the editing, the SEO, every part of the process, so that all you have to do is sit down and record and watch the calls come in. So if you're a business owner doing at least 20K per month and you're looking to invest into YouTube and actually start booking calls from your channel inbound, then click the first link in the description to book a call with me. And then also check out this video on screen, which does a deep dive through our full process and how it works if you want to learn a bit more. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more, videos on YouTube for business owners, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.